Hi, everybody. This is Faye, and I sell Medicare plans. As usual, you know that. This is the podcast where everyone comes to actually hear and learn what is going on in this Medicare space. So stay tuned. Keep up with us. Now that it is 2023, you'll have podcasts weekly and learn what is going on so that you can stay on top of everything that you should be doing to have a successful Medicare business. This podcast today is about the truth, and it's the math of our business. And math is not something that we can change no matter how many times you add 2 plus 2, it's going to equal 4. And no matter how many times you look at what your statistics are, your number of customers, the goals that you have set, it's those numbers that you have to control. So 2 things you have to consider. One is your existing customers. Retaining existing customers is so critical to keeping your business afloat. You need to make sure that you're maintaining those existing customers. You've worked hard to get them. Some of them came easy, but most of them didn't. You had to do something to actually meet those Medicare customers. Now that you have them as customers, you want to treat them as customers. You want to offer good customer service. And then the second thing to consider is, how do you get new customers? Where do you find them? How do you keep them? How do you get in front of more people every day? Well, I'm going to give you today 4 things that you can embrace that will help you in growing your business now and forever. So number 1, treat every day as an AEP day. I'll repeat that. Treat every day as an AEP day. You know, during AEP, because we have that big opportunity, everybody's hustling. Everybody's hustling. Everybody wants to get in as many appointments as they can during the AEP because there's a deadline. It's December 7th. And there's nothing that we can do about the deadline. The deadline's going to come. So what we do is we try and we work really, really hard so that we can have as many applications submitted by 11:59 on December 7th as possible. Well, in your business, if you're working Medicare business year-round, treat every day that you work as if it's an AEP day. The end of that work day is going to be the deadline. And use that deadline to actually create a timeline for that day for you to work the goals, the appointments, the activities that you have for that day. Treat every day as if it is an AEP day. Then secondly, break out of the fear mode. The fear factor is something that everyone possesses. And there's nothing wrong with fear. Fear is actually good and has a place in your business because you should fear those things that are going to be harmful, those things that are going to actually affect your business. I have to change lights because it seemed that my light went off. This is something that you would need to do consistently. Always be aware of where fear falls in your daily business. Some fear is good, but don't let fear stagnate you. Don't let fear, because of what you hear from others and what you read in the various groups and all of the stories that are not the ones that are going to move you forward, don't let that stop you. And don't let fear grab you and you start to really, really work on what's happened with others, what's happened in the past. You have a goal, you have a dream, move towards that dream. And if you don't know how to do that, that's when you reach out to get some help. You can have a free 30-minute discovery call with me at any time. Put it on your calendar. Go to calendly.com/F Horton and set that time up. If you take the actions that I give you during that discovery call, that's entirely up to you. But it hasn't cost you anything but 30 minutes. So you take those 30 minutes out of your life, and if you are getting to the point where you think fear is becoming something that's going to hold you back, stop. Stop. Stop right there. Stop in your tracks where you are and regroup by asking some questions of someone who can guide you. Now, number 3 is kicking the what ifs to the curb. What ifs can go both ways. What if the Cowboys kicker had made all those field goals that he missed? What if? But he didn't. So should the Cowboys really focus on the fact that he did not make those goals? Or should they focus on what if he kicks one more time and he makes the goal? So this is how your business has to be set up. You will look at what ifs as what if possibilities, not what if something dreadful will happen, but what if possibilities. What is the possibility of your having an event and 10 people are attending and 4 of those become your customers? What if you have an activity and 10 people show up and only 2 of them become your customers? But what if the possibility of what if is what you want to focus on? That's your 3rd tip. The 4th one, of course, is that you will always get back from your business what you put into it. So if you put the time, you put the effort, you put the greetings and the finding people and actually creating grassroots efforts and putting yourself out there and letting people know who you are and what you do, when you're putting that out, you will get a return, most definitely. Every time that you can think of something that you can do, you will actually get something back. So the 4 things now, remember, number 1 is treat every day as an AEP day. Every day, not just one of the days that you're working. If you're working that day, treat it like it's an AEP day, that you got a deadline and you've got to hit the goal for the day before the day ends. Then number 2, you will break the fear factor. Be certain that you're not being fearful and you're not letting fear stop you from doing what you need to do. And number 3, kick the what ifs to the curb and use what if possibilities only. Don't put anything behind what if except a positive possibility. And the fourth thing is you will get out of your business what you put into the business. Now, I would like to give you a free download of a checklist that will help you to manage your business for the entire year. The checklist is set up to give you the things that you need to do month by month, quarter by quarter, enrollment period by enrollment period, so that you know how to actually manage working Medicare sales year round. So to get that, what I'd like for you to do is send me a DM, a direct message through Facebook Messenger. And in that message, the only thing that I'd like for you to do is say free download. And I will personally send you the checklist that will give you the outline of what you need to do to work Medicare business year round. Don't forget, listen to all of the podcasts, listen in, join in, comment, go to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like the content, comment, make a comment, but most of all, subscribe. Watch the YouTube video and listen to the podcast as often as you need to get what you need. This is Faye, and I sell Medicare plans.